So will Spider-Man actually show up in the Fantastic Four movie in the MCU? Let's talk about it. Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a leak that's coming from moth culture and spider culture, and we will talk about them in just a second, but it is regarding the Fantastic Four movie that is coming out in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a couple of years, suggesting that Tom Holland will make some kind of appearance or cameo in the film. But if you are new around here and enjoy all types of Spider-Man content, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you do not miss any more content as soon as it comes out on the channel, because we post all types of Spider-Man news from the games, the movies, and the shows, and we also post fanfiction type content as well. So if you are interested in any of that, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell. But with that being said, let's get straight into the news. So Moth Culture has posted this leak, and they said, breaking, Spider-Man will cameo in Fantastic Four 2024 with this tweet yesterday. Now, here's the thing about Moth Culture. People are now talking about this rumor quite a lot on Twitter, and because it was getting quite big and doing the rounds, I thought I'd address it and I thought I'd talk about it. Now, Moth Culture aren't considered the most reliable source on the internet when it comes to leaks about Marvel movies and just leaks in general. There are definitely better sources out there like Variety, Deadline, and you've got My Time to Shine Hellos, who's got a few things right as well. So you've definitely got better sources out there than Moth Culture. However, it's not like they've got everything wrong in the past. They have got some things right, but most of the time, majority of the time, people seem to say that Moth Culture isn't reliable because they get some things wrong. And I just want you to keep that in mind. Take this with a grain of salt. But I thought I'd talk about it. One, because it's doing the rounds and quite a lot of people are talking about it on the internet. And number two, the idea of this actually isn't all that bad either. So basically the idea is that Spider-Man will cameo in the Fantastic Four movie coming out in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as I did say. But obviously this isn't the end of the story. Tom Holland actually has one more movie on his contract when it comes to Spider-Man, but it isn't a solo outing. In fact, it is to appear in a Marvel Studios produced movie only. Now, if you guys don't know how their contract works, basically what happens is that Tom Holland signs a contract for a certain number of solo movies, which means it will be co-produced by Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures, and they are the Spider-Man movies. So that's Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home. And then Tom Holland also signs on for a few movies that are Marvel Studios produced only, where Sony do not have any creative control or involvement, which are your Civil Wars and your Avengers movies. And the rumor is, because Tom Holland has one more movie on his contract when it comes to a Marvel Studios solo produced team-up movie, that means that he could potentially appear in the Fantastic Four movie. Now, as we do know, Spider-Man has connections with the Fantastic Four, so this isn't actually out of the realm of possibility to happen. However, the original rumor for this one supposed team-up movie was actually Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If you remember, a couple of years ago, when Spider-Man No Way Home was first announced, and there was all those rumors coming out about it being a multiverse movie, maybe Toby and Andrew might show up, and then obviously we knew that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was going to be a multiverse movie. There was all those rumors suggesting that possibly Tom Holland could be showing up in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, thus the multiverse connection, thus the Doctor Strange connection, who was also rumored to be in Spider-Man No Way Home at the time, which turned out to be true. However, Tom Holland did not appear in the Multiverse of Madness, which means he still has one movie left on his contract. And for all the movies that are coming up at this moment in time, Fantastic Four seems like it could be a very, very likely option to be that team-up movie that Tom Holland appears in. Obviously, as we know from the comic books and in Spider-Man media in general, Peter Parker is very good friends with Johnny Storm, who is the Human Torch of the Fantastic Four. As we know in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 1, in the first ever run for Spider-Man by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, we know that he tried to join the Fantastic Four and become the Fantastic Five. So we know Spider-Man has those connections with the Fantastic Four, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that he could potentially show up as a cameo in that film. But the question is, how would he show up? What would be his relevance for the story? Well, it would probably be something to do with Johnny Storm. As I said before, them two are quite good friends in the comic books. It most likely could be a post-credit scene or somewhere towards the end of the film where Johnny Storm comes across him in New York. And to be quite fair, it could be quite a fun scene as well, obviously assuming if this is true. But once again, like I did say, take this rumor with a grain of salt. It's supposedly meant to be true, but like I said about moth culture at the start, they have had a few things wrong in the past, but they have had a few things right. It just depends who you want to believe. Like I did say, take it with a grain of salt. Always take these things with a grain of salt. But I'd just like to explore that idea possibly, because at the end of the day, if this isn't true, if it is true, it's still quite an interesting concept just because of the history that Spider-Man has with the Fantastic Four. It's quite an interesting concept to really ponder and think about if it were to happen. So with that being said, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this? Do you think that it could be a good idea for Spider-Man to show up in the first Fantastic Four movie? And do you believe it? Don't you believe it? Let me know everything in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit a like on it to let me know that you enjoyed this video. And also, if you don't want to miss out on any more Spider-Man news when we talk about news from the games, the movies, and the shows, and what everyone's talking about, and reporting on all the news that has been confirmed and all the different rumors that are coming out, then make sure to subscribe, because we post everything on here. Anything that comes out about Spider-Man, we're talking about it, because we want to keep you guys in the loop with everything that's being said. And also make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you do not miss any more content as soon as it comes out on the channel. You can be one of the first ones to watch the videos. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.